got some silver arrows. Oh, you only had 2? Pathetic. He's got 2 as well, so a little better. Right. Starting to somewhat regret putting on this amulet of Night Eye. Hold on, I need a drink. Only because everything seems too bright, in addition to being purely blue. But I suppose it's better than not being able to see anything. Alright, and I had that light spell active, so that made things even worse. Well, they certainly want me to pick some locks, I can tell that much.
Ha! Yeah!
Man, this is so jarring. You got like these pathetically easy goblins everywhere. You got all the undead that are hard as hell. Yeah, I'm not gonna... There we go. Ring of Shadows. Kind of a weak effect for the rarity of the item. Well, I'm judging the rarity of the item on the cost, but... Hey, free loot. I'm not going to complain too much. Certainly a lot better than the stuff I was getting... don't know why my voice went up that loudly, but certainly a lot better than the stuff I was getting before. Even the earlier dungeons before I put on the overhaul mod. So what have I just opened? Right, so I assume the button I pressed opened the door at the end of this hallway. And yeah, I've got to say, I definitely liked Morrowind's Night Eye effect better. It was primitive, sure, but you know, I'm not too big a fan of the whole... Oh, sorry, phone call. Alright, and that's taken care of. I don't really remember what I was talking about, and I don't feel like going out and checking the video because, you can't tap out of Oblivion, it'll just crash the game. I think it had something to do with the Night Eye effect. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of, this solid color overlay thing.
Yeah! Yeah!
So I wonder why the goblins and the goblins and the undead are not, fighting each other until I get, right up next to them. Oh, didn't think that was close enough to count as being hit. No. Whoa. Do I have enough magicka for anything? There we go. I'm trying to free up some space here, use up some of these scrolls that, that I keep forever. And the one that I just used was weakness to magicka. I'm not even sure if I ended up actually hitting the one I was trying to go for. Well, I suppose this... Oh, I guess they aren't above level 15. Wow, they do a lot of damage. Make sure we're on the right healing spell. I know it likes to default to the weakest possible one. Let's just start doing a little bit of this so I can do a little more, magic-related combat and such. Gotta level up those skills. So, let's check. Yeah. Where am I? Yeah, destruction. Okay, that's just been done. Restoration's pretty close to leveling up on it as well. Alright, so I guess that's the one I'll be focusing on next. Hey, change the hotkey. I suppose I should probably start doing something about the skeletons now.
Yeah.
Nice synchronization. 5 out of 5.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh. Better start running away then. Yeah, of course they don't have anything. They're forgetting that their weapons don't show up in their inventory like they do in some other ones, some other games. Dwemer and Silver seems to be the technology level of this area, for the most part. These wimps are using some garbage, but nothing to worry about. Controlled remotely, so I assume it's going to be controlled by the button I noticed over there when I was running around. Yes, indeed. Let's just check the quest again. The Great Welkin Stone. So, yeah, I assumed it wasn't the Varla Stone, but just considering the amount of time it's been since I last played this, just had to make sure. It's entirely possible I could have forgotten. Right, where am I looking? Average lock. Alright, come on. An elven bow. Should I take it? Why not? I mean, it's not like I'm going to be able to get to the point where I can actually use the other set of boots I have anyway. So that does not control that. I mean, I know it controlled this, but I was thinking maybe it did a little bit dual duty. Of course, I also didn't notice this area at the time. Huh, who knew? Zombies are smart enough to open doors. Oh, great, it's a dread zombie as well. So it's going to be sitting here or laying on the ground at the very end here with about 50 arrows in it. I wonder how bad this is going to end up looking on YouTube. I just know from experience that blues don't really tend to show up very well, you know, once they're done, you know, recompressing things. Whoa. Good, I do still have some arrows. Not many, but enough to do something. And that's the end of that. You know, this kind of enemy actually kind of just bores me, to be perfectly honest. They're not terribly difficult as long as you stay away from them. But they have so much health, it's just grindy. I just had to double check. I am indeed using that particular fired spell. So, once again, I have to hope that the noise reduction in game audio is doing enough to block out other sounds, because inconsiderate neighbor is blasting his subwoofer yet again. I'm sorry I have to keep bringing it up, but he keeps doing it. God, I love it when the death animations just go like that. Alright, so now that I've got myself all sorts of turned around. Alright, never mind. There we go. Ah, it looks strangely like the entry area. I suppose that is one of the complaints I heard about Oblivion before owning it myself. You know, that so many areas look the same because everything's just built with the same presets mashed together. A skeleton that can summon skeletons. That's new. Of course. I'm gonna have to figure out how to take all these things out. Well, for the sake of brevity, I'm gonna have to figure out how to take all these things out without going down there. No weapon for you. Questionable hitboxes popping up once again. There we go. Of course, part of the problem is the lack of depth perception. It's kind of hard to tell when something's going to hit something or not in those circumstances when you can't really see one way or the other. Oh, so I suppose I am standing on the edge. Well, I'm glad the first-person camera view doesn't really accurately portray that, but what? How much can you ask? Actually, you can ask a lot. Yeah. The phrasing doesn't even make sense. Yeah, basically, it's just a way of saying, it would be better if they had full-body first-person view or full-body awareness. It'd be a lot easier to judge such things. The whole, am I standing on the edge or about to fall off sort of thing, that is. Ooh, that was surprisingly easy. Just the kind of situation where, it gets me thinking that, maybe I should turn up the difficulty. Then at the same time, you can run into those dread zombies or enemies that, God forbid, can actually move quickly, and it turns away from the idea entirely.
Yeah. Whoa. Ha.
They should probably start focusing on healing now.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh.
Bad time to get locked in one of those animations. Yep, hit ones. I'm out of weak ones. I don't really want to use any of my powerful ones that I've made for such a low level. Well, not really low level, but a fight like this. I'm going to save those for really major ones, like the things that could be considered as boss battles. 34. Well, I might as well heal at the very least. Can't be that pedantic about wanting to heal with magic to level up the skills.
Ha. Ha. Whoa. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Oh.
Thanks for the delayed hit reaction.
Ha.
Whoa. What caused that? Did I just trip over something, walking backwards? Oh, so one of them has a paralyzed sword. That is fantastic. Alright, do I have anything to fix this? Cured paralysis, yes.
Oh. Ha.
Alright, get up, get up. Get up and go.
Oh.
Oh, so of course the one I've run into is the one with the paralyzed sword. Whoops.
Whoa.
Just have to try to fight him off with magic. Well, no, I do have the bow. Just need to equip some arrows, but I do have the bow. Alright, he's close enough to death. I think we can finish him off. Ooh. Arce Feliqua. Oh. It's a duplicate of the one I had. Oh well. Ah, crap, over encumbered again. Well, it's not going to do enough to help it, I don't think. This is heavy and not worth very much. Because I'll have to say goodbye to the Claymore of Cold. I forgot I even had this. Thought I sold it or got rid of it or something. So where's the sword with the paralyzed effect? Certainly wasn't that one. I mean, I don't really expect to be able to carry it, but I'd like to at least know where it went. I guess it's gone then. No sense in looking around for it that much. And that must be the door to the way out of here. Oh, how I'm excited to find another one of these. It's exactly like I said before. It's just such a grindy enemy. It's an absolute tank of health, but it can't do anything unless you're dumb enough to stand next to it. Oh, I like how the light in the background just keeps disappearing as well. I wonder how much frost damage will do against these fellows.
Ha! Yeah!
Wow.
Yeah!
Oh yeah, this is incredibly effective. Do I have any frost magic?
Yeah!